everyone, today I'll be showing you how to knit the knit stitch. For this you'll need a pair of knitting needles and some yarn. I have these 12mm bamboo needles and this acrylic yarn, both nice and thick to help make things easier. The very first thing you'll need to do is cast on the number of stitches you need for what it is you're making. I've got 10 stitches here. If you don't know how to cast on, click this link to a tutorial I did where I go through it step by step. First, take the needle in your right hand, the one with no stitches on it, and insert the tip up through the loop of the first stitch on the left hand needle. Take the yarn in your right hand and wrap it around both needles, through the middle of them and to the front. Take the right hand needle and slip it down, but not too far as you don't want it falling through the loop, and catch the yarn on the tip, sliding the loop onto the hook. Then, sliding the stitch up on the left hand needle, slip it off. If the stitch is loose on the right hand needle, just give the yarn a tug to tighten it up, but don't make it too tight as it'll make it pretty tricky to knit later. For the next stitch, take your right hand needle again, put it up through the loop on the left hand needle, take your yarn, wrap it behind both needles, through the middle through the V created by them and towards the front. Slip your right hand needle down, making sure you don't drop it through the loop, and catch the yarn on the tip and push the right needle through to slide the loop on. Then slide it up off the left hand needle and you've created your second stitch. Again, take your right hand needle and slip it from the bottom to the top through the next stitch on the left hand needle. Take your yarn and wrap it behind both needles, through the middle and to the front. Slip your right hand needle down, catching the yarn on the tip to create a loop, pushing the loop onto the right hand needle and sliding the old loop off the left hand needle. Again, taking your right hand needle, inserting it through the loop on the left hand needle from the bottom to the top. Take your yarn and wrap it behind both of the needles, in between them and towards the front. Slipping your right hand needle down, catch the loop on the tip and slide it onto the right hand needle, sliding the old loop off the left hand needle. The right hand needle, slipping it up through the first stitch on the left hand needle to the back, taking your yarn, wrapping it behind both needles, in between them and to the front, slipping the right hand needle down, catching the loop, sliding it onto the right hand needle, and then sliding the old stitch off the left hand needle. And we'll do it again, taking your right hand needle, inserting it up through the bottom of the first stitch on the left hand needle to create a V shape, taking your yarn, wrapping it behind the right hand needle, between them both and to the front. Then slip the right hand needle down, catching the yarn to create a loop, sliding the loop onto the right hand needle and sliding the old loop off the left hand needle. And you continue doing this until the end of the row, and I'll show you how to turn the row. Here we are at the end of the row. All we're going to do is knit the last stitch. To finish the first row, sometimes it can get a bit loose towards the bottom. All we're going to do is pull this short end of the thread to tighten it up a bit. Then you're going to take your right hand needle, which now has all of the stitches in it, and swap it over to your left hand, moving the needle that now has no stitches on it to your right hand. And then you just start again, taking your right hand needle, inserting it up through the first stitch, taking the yarn around and knitting it as normal. When you're beginning, one thing you want to make sure to do is not pull your loops too tight, as it makes it really hard to knit on the next row and gives you a really tight tension. And that is how you knit the knit stitch. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have anything you'd like me to cover in future videos, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next week. Bye!